It has a number of different techniques and stuff, so honestly it's kind of riddled with issues. I think my biggest issue is concentration. I practice it slowly, each section, when I go to put it together. If I don't have like laser focus, I lose it and I start playing the wrong part next.
Okay. And your problem is that once you finish a section, you need to go to the next section, and you don't remember what's there. Am I correct?
That's often the issue.
Okay, so unless you really focus, you don't know what's coming next. And so every 4 bars or 8 bars, so that you need to focus and really concentrate and to know what's next. That's the problem.
Yes.
Okay. Now, I used to work for a while with a theater company, and they were playing musicals. And I get to see how they rehearse. And they have a number, they don't rehearse just by playing the whole play from beginning to end, because it will never end. The idea is this. It's every time a song ends, or a song begins, or there is a light change, that's a cue. And they practice only the transitions. So the band plays the last bar of the song, seriously, the last bar, ta-da! And then they say the first 3 words of the next line in the play. Then they stop for a second, and they say the last line, and we start the first part of the song. So just the changes, not the songs, just the transitions. And they go through the whole play in 10-15 minutes. This could be 40-50 cues. Okay? And they next. So you just learn the transitions. It's a genius way of training. Because if you have only 15 minutes before the next show, you can go through the whole show, the difficult part of the show, the one to always forget, what comes after the song. Because once you see the song is started, we have the score, they memorize the song, they're done. So we do all the difficult part in 15 minutes for a musical that could be 2 hours. That's what you have to do. You play the last 3 or 4 notes of every section. So you start playing, and you see where you get stuck the first time. Or since we may not see it, you have to mentally monitor your level of effort, and whenever it's like, ooh, I need to concentrate, yeah, stop, and let me know where you are.
Okay. You want me to go from the beginning, or?
Totally. Okay, play the last 4 or 8 notes before that, and the 4 or 8 notes after that. C.
Damn melodic minor.
Again, just this. Again. Okay, now you memorize this part. Keep it in mind, because you're going to have to come back to it soon. Now go ahead with the piece until the second point where you get stuck. There? Okay. So play this part, just before and just after. We're going to call this cue number 2.
Okay.
And the previous one was cue number 1. So play cue number 1 again.
Yep.
Exactly, don't stop. Go slow, but don't stop. Again. Again, cue number 1. Again, cue number 1. Now cue number 2. Yeah. Yes. No. Keep repeating cue number 2. Now cue number 1. Now cue number 2.
Oh my goodness.
Now cue number 1. And cue number 2. And cue number 1. And cue number 2. And then you're going to play key number 1, then 2, then 3, then 1 and 2 and 3. Then you find the 4, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you don't play the whole piece. And you didn't play the start, so you just have a, because the other thing is you have to start the piece. The other point where you forget the piece is the very start, usually. So you can play just the first 4 notes, key number 0 if you want, and key number 1, and key number 2, and key number 3, key number 4, and you forget all the other parts, meaning you don't play them right now. Okay? And you do these 3, 4, 8, 20 times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5. So you practice the junctions, if you will, the transitions. Then you play the whole piece a couple of times. That's a way more efficient way to practice and play the whole piece 5 or 6 times, because you can go to the whole piece 20 times very, very fast, playing only the cues. Make sense?
Perfect sense.
Does this answer your question?
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Very good.
Having typically just blowing through, isolating sections, but just keep repeating it and pushing it through. But never that one. That was awesome.
I mean, when you learn the piece for the first time, you want to divide in section and repeat them and learn section by section. But then you put it together and you practice the transitions. You can't really learn the whole piece completely, it's just too much. So you take little bites and then you connect the little bites. Make sense? That's the connection. That's the missing link, quite literally, okay? Make sense?
Yeah, very much.
Very good. Thank you very much.